All right, we're told we're 5 laps from a green flag. Let's get down to Dick Berggren.
Well, drivers never like to sit around, Mike, after they've run some laps in a race itself, but this bunch is more wound up than we ordinarily see. My grandfather used to talk about ants in your pants, and I think that's it. This is a fired up group. They're ready to get going again, ready for the green flag to drop, and I think we're going to see a pretty darn good race when that green flag does go down. Bobby?
Well, Doc, Darrell Wallace Jr., who runs second right now, he certainly has ants in his pants. He's been having that since he's 8 years old. The boys in the booth talked about how these guys have run race cars all their life. Well, that is all that Darrell Wallace Jr. knows. He ran Bandoleros at 8, went to Legends cars, late models, and now the East Series. He's a winner in this series. And he said, you know what? I've seen over the first 29 laps of this race exactly where leader Max Gresham is making a mistake. And he believes when we go green once again, he's going to be able to capitalize upon that. He said, I was catching him before the green. He thinks the track is going to come to him. He wants to win real bad here at Richmond.
Thanks, Bob. 36 of 100 complete here. Now, tomorrow night during the Nationwide race, don't miss a minute of the action from Richmond with the Speed Nationwide Race Buddy. See multiple camera angles, listen in on all the action, and connect with other fans through chat and social networking. Log on to speed.com or NASCAR.com for free Nationwide Race Buddy tomorrow night. A lot of second-generation drivers in this field. Now, Brandon McReynolds' dad was not a driver. You know him as one of our expert analysts on NASCAR on Fox. But in his day, a winning crew chief, Daytona 500 two-time winning crew chief. And Larry is up on the spotter's perch for Brandon tonight.
And what I do like about Brandon McReynolds is 7:30 in the morning, Schrader, I was up out of my bed.
That was a rarity.
Yes, it was. And I was driving by Larry McReynolds' shop, and I seen Brandon McReynolds in the hauler, pulling off, headed to Martinsville, and that impressed me dearly. And here's Corey LaJoie, Randy LaJoie's son.
He spends his week building seats. The Joy of Seating is their company in Concord, North Carolina. He builds seats for other racers and then gets a chance to work on his race car.
Just to have to spend a week working with his dad lets you know how tough this kid's got to be.
You bet.
It's got to be pretty tough.
And you know that that car is as safe as it could be. Randy LaJoie has become an innovator, as we've stated over the past years. He has really done something that I applaud. He's gone to every dirt track. He's ventured away from NASCAR, and he makes sure that everybody is as safe as they can be. So Randy LaJoie's got a lot of seats in this race.
As we walked along the grid of cars waiting to qualify, was there a driver who posed for more pictures than Travis Pastrana?
I don't think so. He's got that full-time smile too.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I have to admit, when I first watched him in the Toyota shootout, or you know the
showdown,
yep. Showdown in January race, I was impressed. You know, and I took that race as okay, you got lucky tonight, but it wasn't just luck. No. He's just got a lot of natural ability.
Great car control.
Great car control.
He's 21st right now. 38 cars on track. 33 of them on the lead lap as we get set for the restart.
I'm getting excited.
I'm glad.
I'm excited.
That's why we're here. It'll be 39 complete of 100 this time by in the Blue Ox 100. Pace car to pit road. Gresham on the inside. Wallace on the outside. Green flag.
Whoa, how we like that move for Mr. Ranger there on the inside.
Right down to the bottom, 3 abreast, and up high goes Wallace and out of contention for the lead.
And they're already learning, because these are moves that we make in the Nationwide, the Cup Series, even just like that. Boom.
Man, dive bomb 3 wide for 6th place, and they sort it out, and everybody's going to get through turn 4 in one piece.
It doesn't get any more exciting than this. Look at this. We're 2, 3 wide in the back. Chase Elliott, the 966 of Benny Gordon. There they are side by side. Look at it. Ben Dino peeking on the outside.
Yeah, 7th place there. That's the battle.
De Benedetto. I will get it. I'm learning.
One thing I just got to think here, and it's not about this race right now, but when Paul Sawyer cut up the old fairgrounds in, what, 1987 or something?
Yep.
Or 88? And we came back after the run in the spring race to this new place. He knew what he was doing.
Bob.
Well, Matt DiBenedetto in that number 15, Kenny, is really turning some heads, and he's learned a lot in just a few years here around the racing circuit. He ran just a few years ago on the East Series and won some races for Joe Gibbs Racing. Well, last year he was given a shot to be the other driver when Kyle Busch couldn't make the ride in the Nationwide Series. And he said, you know what? I just didn't do as good of a job as I should have. I put too much pressure on myself. They were always talking about owner's points, owner's points, owner's points. And for that fact, he didn't run, admittedly, as hard as he wanted to. So this year, his goal is one thing, to win as many races as he can in that brand new team there with that number 15 team. And by the way, just to make it simple for you, Kenny, instead of Matt DiBenedetto, he likes to call himself the Guido, because he's Italian.
Oh, that makes it easier on me. But hold on. Is this a heat race, or is this is out of hand? Look at this.
7th place, Benny Gordon, 66. Chase Elliott in the 9. Ryan Gifford is the deuce. And the 15, DiBenedetto.
It looks identical to what you'll see tomorrow night in the Nationwide race. These guys are doing an excellent job.
Man, am I excited about that Nationwide race tomorrow night. I'm 9th in the points. Kenny, you going to be rooting me on, aren't you?
I'll be rooting you on for sure.
Live on Speed tomorrow night. It's going to be exciting. There's nothing better than night racing.
Might have been a little contact there between Gifford and DiBenedetto. And Matt now looks underneath Chase Elliott to move up to the 8th spot.
Chase has lost a couple spots here.
Battle for 3rd. Andrew Ranger trying to hold off Brett Moffitt.
Brett got a good run, Brett got a good run off 2 there. He hooked that bottom. We've talked about this before. It's like there's an invisible rail down there. When you get the left side tires right on that white line, that car wants to really help that car roll around the bottom.
And because these cars are much under horsepower compared to a Cup or Nationwide car, as you notice, Mike, they drive these cars really free. They're just constantly a little sideways, and that's so they can gain most all their horsepower.
Well, if Darrell Wallace in the number 6 has figured out a weakness that Max Gresham has, he's only been able to watch it from 1 or 2 car lengths back.
Got a little bit of smoke coming off Brett Moffitt's car, though. I see it. Just looks like in the turns, it could be a tire rub or something. It just looks like there's a little bit of smoke. See that 18 wiggle just a little bit there, don't you, Kenny?
And that's what we're talking about. They have these cars set. Look at their hands in there. They're fighting these cars because they're driving them very neutral. But if you're really loose, that's bad. So they got to be very neutral, just barely turn the wheel. Look at the hands into that. That 14, he is sawing on it. Presley. That's Coleman.
Yeah.
Coleman Presley.
Robert Presley's son.
What's great is this is our first time to see these cars. Look at Coleman Presley, the talent that kid has.
Yeah, we could take him to Peebly or Paducah or Macon real quick. He can turn right, that's for sure.
Wow.
Put him on the dirt.
He is the 2010 UARA Star Series champion. Now trying his hand at the K&N Pro Series-EAST, which is a 12-race schedule for 2011.
I'm just getting a big kick out of how loose all these 15, 20-year-old drivers are. And this is how they're learning this car control. When they come to the Nationwide Series or the Cup Series, they're going to say, look, I've been driving loose for years. Now we just got to harness it with the big horsepower that the Nationwide and the Cup cars have.
And when these guys are down on power, they're going down the straightaways a little slower. They're going the same speed, if not faster, through the turns. They're carrying a lot of momentum.
This is a great race for the lead. Look at that, sideways off the corner, almost off the wall.
This is going to get very interesting here.
Darrell Wallace trying to capitalize.
Oh, that 18's loose.
He gets right to the back bumper of Max Gresham, and now to the inside. And Gresham has to give him room.
Now here's what they're learning, race fans. Going into turn 1 is probably the hardest part of this racetrack when you're on the inside, because you want to get loose. So Darrell Wallace has got to figure out how to make this pass, and here he goes again. Is it going to be a daredevil move going into turn 1? This is exciting.
It's good racing. Very good racing.
And Gresham trying to hold with him on the outside, but might run out of racetrack trying to do so.
He's not done because the outside lane, look, Gresham gets in a little too hard, up a little bit too high, out of the, oh, he comes back. He comes back on him. Now he wants to go to the inside.
Crossover move by Gresham. He wants the lead back from Darrell Wallace. Wallace only the second driver to lead tonight.
Yeah.
They know this is the spotlight for them tonight. Live on Speed. Look at Corey LaJoie splitting the needle. That's Chase Elliott, Bill Elliott's son, racing all over the place.
Fifth place, Alex Bowman, the 16. Sergio Pena in the number 4. They fight for fifth. You saw Corey LaJoie move up to 10th.
You know what I like about this racing? It's not like, hey, we have 300 laps to figure it out. You pass me, I'm passing you back if I can get to you. And look at them. I mean, every lap, Mike, lap 58 of 100, it's like a 25-lap feature to them.
Pena in the number 4 got his first East Series win April 17th at South Boston.
Well, and there's no, we're going to pit in 30 laps and we'll tighten you up. It's like, hey, baby, what you got is what you got. Just drive that thing for 100 laps. Let's go.
Aside from the rain, this race has been run caution-free through these first 58 of 100 laps.
And I think that's a testament what great car controlling. And Kenny Schrader, you said it best. You said they just didn't show up here. They've been doing this for quite a while now. They've learned this car control.
Yeah, they've learned it. A lot of these guys, you know, the 10 years of experience, even though they're 16, you know, they've been driving everything. You know?
Hold on. Does that mean they started at 6 years old?
Yeah.
Some of them did.
Oh my Lord.
There's a Chad Boat there in the 98 car, Billy Boat's son.
And Travis Pastrana, the 99, trying to get inside them. And that's Brandon McReynolds in the 37, just disappearing off the left of your screen. These two trying to run him down while they have their own private battle for 22nd.
Just a little bit of rubbing there. You can see the right front fender of Travis's car after that contact.
What Travis learned there, and Kenny, you know this, is how hard can I run in on the inside of somebody without running over? He realized right there I'm about to run over that guy. Here he goes trying it again. You can see his right front fender, Travis Pastrana, the 99. Right front fender banged in from getting into Billy Boat.
Yeah, that's Chad Boat, Billy Boat's son. And that right front fender is going to affect his car a little bit. It's not like it's knocked off and it's going to be huge, but that is going to hurt the way his car turns.
Now these drivers have run this race caution-free, but for the rain. And you know what our friends at Speed have done?
What have they done?
Have you noticed?
They've let us go without a commercial.
That's right. We've run this race commercial-free. A little bit of bonus coverage for you. So Chase Elliott trying to hold back. That's Ryan Blaney in the number 10.
I got to tell you, these are the stars of tomorrow. Bill Elliott's son in the 9, Dave Blaney's son on the inside. These generation drivers are going at it and showing us what's, a slide job. I love it.
Yeah, and look at this.
He's coming back.
Chop job right there. Bob Dillner.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Blaney really impressing folks all over the country. A couple of Super Elite model wins last year, trying his hand here at the East Series. And guys, he's got a secret weapon. Trent Owens is his crew chief. Trent Owens from Turner Motorsports with Reed Sorensen and Mark Martin going to victory lane with him earlier this year. So he's got a darn good teacher here at Richmond.
Thanks, Bob. 36 to go. And don't forget, the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown is coming up live on Speed here tonight. Eddie McDonald in the 71, Rowley, Massachusetts driver, longtime standout on this tour. And boy, he's got a mirror full of Michael Cherry for 14th place here. Cherry in the number 8, Coleman Presley in the 14, and just ahead the number 2 of Ryan Gifford.
How cool would this be tonight to be just sitting down on the couch to tune into the Denny Hamlin race and get to see the almost complete K&N Pro Series-EAST race as a bonus.
Thanks to Mother Nature.
Or I have another one for you. To get to see the children of the greatest drivers that have ever raced in NASCAR. You're looking at Dave Blaney's son, Bill Elliott's son, Randy LaJoie's son. I mean, this is incredible. This is a new era.